Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the third video. I'm really excited. Your feedback and comment is really driving me. I love hearing about how your stories are unfolding and how you guys are actually achieving things, and just by the fact of changing your the way you thought and understanding your limiting thoughts, how you're actually going out there and doing. That's really great news. For those of you who want more information, write to me directly at robert@robertrudman.com. You can also check out our Facebook page at Robert Rudman Studios, so just Facebook at Robert Rudman Studios. Feel free to subscribe to our channel, Bob Pixar. Well, you do what you can. And if you want to leave your comments, by all means, the more comments I get, the more it feeds me and it drives me. So let's get right into this week's edition. Oh, wait a minute. You're right. I did shave. Where did it all go? Well, you know, once a month it's okay to shave. Anyway, enough about my grooming habits. This week I want to talk about a subject. Some very dear people to me asked me last week about motivation. They said, well, I have a hard time getting motivated, finding motivation. And so I think it's important that in order to find out how to motivate ourselves, we need to get into a subject that really is something that most people are afraid to talk about. And I'll get my hands dirty and I'll go right into it. Failure. Yeah, that's it. Failure. Most people are afraid of failure. They don't want to talk about it. It's like, oh no, I don't want to talk about failure. But failure is actually a good thing. What does it do? It actually teaches us. It drives us. Most people who are afraid of, who lack motivation, I should say, is probably because somewhere down the line, they haven't had enough failures in their life. They don't know what it's like to fail and then to kind of pick yourself up by the back, by the bootstraps and go, hey, I'm going to do better next time. And to demonstrate a clear example of that, I want to talk about a mathematician. His name is Martin Gardner. And back in the late 60s, he actually showed people how to create this device that was basically self-learning itself to play a chess-like game. And it was a very simple machine that was, used barely 25 matchboxes and 116 jelly beans. The machine itself was called the hexapon. And what they were able to demonstrate with this machine was very simple. When the machine would do random moves and nothing would happen, it would very often lose a game. But as soon as there was a rule inserted that if it did a random move and it was a wrong move, then there was a punishment. And the punishment was that it would remove a jelly bean from its box. Therefore, what they discovered was that through punishment, the machine would learn a lot quicker on its own. And there was this learning curve that took place. Now, what they also discovered is that when they only punished it for wrong moves, it learned faster. But when they were actually able to also reward it on good moves, it actually learned how to play even better. So, just like that machine, we humans, to a certain extent, are built the same way. And we learn from our mistakes. Most people, they're afraid of, failures. But I guarantee you speak to any great business person in this world, and they will tell you, they will share with you that they most likely have failed a lot of times. So, if you lack motivation, it simply might just be because you've gone through life just kind of cruising along. And just kind of cruising along, things kind of go your way, but you never really had failure. Now, there's also a difference between people who fail at something and people who abandon and who quit. Most often, the people who lack motivation, well, it's no secret, it's because at one point they either abandon or they quit. So they've never failed. So if you lack motivation and if you want to start finding the motivation, here's a suggestion. Go and find something that you're about maybe, 70 to 80% sure that you're going to fail. What's that? Failing? Yes, because two things may happen. Number one, you may fail. But then if you fail, you'll know what it feels like, and next time you'll find the motivation because it's like, I don't want to fail. Next time I want to be good at this thing. I want to motivate myself. I need to prove that I can do it. Number two, you might actually achieve success. So those people who lack motivation, it's only because you have not failed enough. So go and find something that you may fail at. Now let me also make one more distinction. There's a difference between trying something and doing. A lot of people try things. Oh, I'm going to try this, I'm going to try that, I'm going to try. What does try really mean? All it really means is, well, I'm going to try something, but in the end, if it doesn't work out, it's kind of okay. Because deep down inside, they don't really believe in it. But they think that because they tried something, it was okay. That is wrong. You have to do. Do, just like Nike says, do it, says, I'm going to do it no matter what. I expect results and I am going to go and do it. So whether you're learning to, underwater basket weave, could happen. Whether you're taking a yoga class, whether you're taking a dancing class or a singing class, just make sure that it's something that you do, that you believe in. Not something that you're just trying to kind of, keep the air or the space, whatever, occupied. No, you want to do. So, my video right now is a bit longer than usually, but I think it was certainly worth its weight in gold. So that being said, this is like my third take, just so you know. It's not something that happens instantly. My third take. But, yeah, make sure that you're not afraid of failure because it's in the failures that we learn and that's how we find motivation. That being said, stay tuned for next week. We have a great subject next week. It's called imagination. That's right. A big part of the Vision Board Workshop is imagination. Is that right? Yeah. I know. Who am I talking to? Absolutely nobody. But I'm imagining that I'm actually in my bigger studio now. So, send your comments, send your emails. The more information I get from you, the more I have, and the more I can give you what you want. So on that note, I hope you all have a really great week. Remember, keep looking at your cue cards, right? Gratitude, and a lot of other stuff that we'll find out next week. All right? Bye, folks. Thanks a lot for listening. Am I done? Yeah?